Hello friends, welcome again. Friends, we as the students of literature come across many terms like theme, character, plot, setting and so on. And this video is made particularly for those who are the beginners in literature, those who are the new learners of English literature. Friends, as the students of literature, we must be well versed with some important terms which are used in literature. And today we are going to discuss the term theme, Theme. We'll discuss the definition of theme. We'll also have a look at some examples of important themes in literature. So friends, let's begin with the definition of theme. It is generally said that theme is the most important underlying idea or thought of any work of art. Work of art means any novel, any play, any poem. These are known as the works of art. In every work of art, whether it is a novel or a play or a poem, there must be some underlying thought, some hidden idea which is present in every work of art, and that underlying thought is very important, and that is known as the theme of that work of art. In short, you can say that theme is the central idea of a piece of literature. In fact, it is so important in literature, that no work of art can exist without theme. So, we can say that theme is the soul, heart and soul of any piece of literature, any work of art. But this theme must not be a common idea. This idea, the thought which is presented in literature must have universal appeal. It must be able to move, to touch the heart of the readers, not only in one society, in one culture, in one nation. It should be universal by nature. The thought, the idea presented by the author in literature must be so universal that it appeals to all and in all ages. Okay. This idea actually expresses the author's philosophy of life. It expresses the author's understanding of life, how the author looks at the life, that is presented by the author through his themes in literature. In fact, the success of a work of art depends on how powerful and how universal the theme is. Friends, we all are watching TV. We are watching some serials on TV. You must have observed that some TV serials are very popular among the people. Some other serials are not so popular. Why? The question is why? The answer is that some serials become popular. Why? Because they appeal the mind and heart of the viewers. They touch the hearts of the viewers. And the same thing is applied in literature, that if you want to make your literature the most powerful, the most effective, your theme must be of universal nature. Now, the central idea which is presented by the author in a work of art is slowly and gradually, it is developed in this literature. And this development of the idea is done in different manners through different techniques. In the beginning of the work, in the beginning of the novel, play, or poem, the writer, the author introduces the idea slowly and gradually. When the play or novel advances, the idea gets a larger scale, but how this idea is developed? It is developed, number one, through the introduction of characters. Characters means the persons, the people who are presented in the play, in the novel, or in poetry or any other work of art. Okay, so because these characters behave on the stage, the characters perform some actions, some deeds, and through their deeds, through their behavior, the idea, the theme is developed by the authors. Number two, through their actions. Number three, through their dialogues, because the characters speak some dialogues. Okay, through their speech we come to know about the important underlying thought which the author wants to present in his work of art. Sometimes the author takes help of some allusions or some references from other works. Okay, allusions means when I refer to the story of Mahabharata, when I refer to the story of the Bible, okay, when I refer to some ancient literature, these are called allusions. Okay, through references, through allusions, also, the author can develop his theme in his work of art. Friends, as I told you, no work of art can exist without theme. It is the soul of any work of art. So, examples are everywhere. I mean, you don't have to put so many efforts to find out good examples of themes in literature. So, there are hundreds and hundreds of examples, but let me give you a couple of examples, like Ernest Hemingway, who is an American novelist. He has written the novel Old Man and the Sea. In this novel, the idea which is presented by Hemingway is what? Man is not made for defeat. Man can be destroyed but not defeated. So, courage, is the central idea. Man is not made for defeat. Man can be destroyed but not defeated. So, struggle of life, conflict, courage, optimism, these are the important ideas, themes presented by Hemingway in his novel The Old Man and the Sea. Let's take another example. Christopher Marlowe, who was a 16th century Elizabethan playwright, dramatist, has written a tragedy, Dr. Faustus. In this tragedy, the central idea which is presented by Marlowe is what? It is the idea that over ambitiousness leads to damnation. Means a person who becomes too much ambitious in his life, who demands too much from life is going to be declined, is going to be damned forever. The sins like pride, greed, or desire for power, for money, all these things lead us towards tragedy in our life. So, this is the idea presented by Christopher Marlowe in Dr. Faustus. Take another example from William Shakespeare, who is known as the father of English tragedy. William Shakespeare has written a tragedy called Hamlet. Okay, in that tragedy, you find the idea procrastination, that means thinking too much. The idea is that when a person thinks too much and doesn't take action in his life, then again you are going to invite tragedy in your life. So, in each and every work of art, we find one idea, one thought, which is known as the theme in literature. So, friends, here I finish this discussion. If you have any questions or doubts, please write to me in the comment section of this channel. Thank you very much.